got a real history and heritage with the music biz, you know, dating way back into the mid-'70s. And I think Australia was pretty instrumental in getting Blondie off the ground, wasn't it?
Pivotal. Yeah. And Ian Meldrum was fantastic. Molly Ian. You know, there's an old story about how he played the Wrongs video. You know, Ex-Offender was our single, and the backside, flip side, at the time there was a thing called a 45 vinyl back and front, you know. You get paid the same on both sides, so it's kind of cool. You get the B side and you're like... so, you know, Ian announced the song as Ex-Offender, which was the more sort of Phil Spector-ish power pop thing that we did, and then played the song In the Flesh, which is like a 50s doo-wop ballad. Yeah. And that became our first #1, actually. Yeah. And Australia was integral with the success of Blondie. And, you know, it was really funny when we went down there. I think people didn't know what to expect because the song, although it is really rootsy rock and roll, it wasn't quote-unquote punk rock. So when we went down there, people were expecting In the Flesh, which we did do, but our music was much more aggressive than that. And there's that thing, the Fortnight of Fury. You know about the Fortnight of Fury?
Tell me.
Well, that was in the Who and the Small Faces, and Paul Jones visited in the '60s,
right.
And it was almost like punk rock. And I think it was that kind of Rupert Murdoch kind of yellow journalism thing going on, and we kind of experienced a bit of that when we went down there in the '70s. Like, you know, we would put like a cigarette out on the floor or something in the hotel, and they were like talking about how we're like destroying hotel rooms. But Australia's an awesome place. I love going there. It's great. You know, I visited there with Eurythmics, and I have some friends there. It's a good place. Yeah. The Vinyls people, and Mark and Melanie, they have the Doll Baby, that clothing line.
Right,
you know,
yeah. And here we are, 32 years down the track.
Oh,
There's
yeah,
going to be another Blondie World Tour?
Yeah, there's going to be a Blondie record at some point. The last one was supposed to come out before 9/11, and then we were rehearsing down in Tribeca, and then when that tragedy of the World Trade Center happened, we kind of like took a couple more years to put the record out. We've had a couple of live things, but basically Blondie is a live touring band, and hopefully we'll get down to Australia again and see the guys from Even. Are they still going? Even, yeah. And, you know,
Wally. There you go. You know them all.
Yeah, Wally. Yeah. No, I have a lot of good memories of Australia going back as far as the '70s, and Ian, as I said, was major help for us, and so it was really, you know, appreciate the audiences down there, and it's great. And the weird thing is, you travel so far and you go there and people are all speaking the same language, and there's a lot of common ground, and it's a great place. I really like Australia a lot.
Yeah. So when does this world tour kick off?
Well, in the summer we're going to tour in the States, and then we're going to try to finish up the record, and it's probably not going to be until next year now. But we are alive and well with the Blondie thing, and then I have the Magic Christian Band, which I'm down here with Cyril, as I mentioned, I think.
Yeah.
And then I have this band called Slinky Vagabond with Glenn Matlock and Earl Slick from David Bowie's band. And we made a record that may or may not come out at some point. And I'm always trying to just kind of continue. You know, as being a drummer, you kind of really need other people to work with. And I try to really enjoy what I do and try to work with people that I enjoy their music. And working with Glenn Matlock, for instance, has been really fun. And we're all friends from way back when. So
I guess you would have almost been rivals back in '77.
No, we weren't rivals. You know, and I had the band with Steve Jones called Checkered Past, too. I'm working on a video of sort of an archival video of Checkered Past. Semi-unknown band, but it was with Steve Jones and with Nigel Harrison from Blondie and Tony Sales, who played with Tin Machine and with Iggy Pop and all that. So I'm always trying to, you know, continue. I just did this record, a couple of tracks with this band called Miss Derringer. This woman called Liz McGrath is a great visual artist out in L.A., and I just kind of try to stay busy.
Yeah, and getting out with other groups and recording.
I have the Clem Burke drumming project that people should Google.
Yeah? So what's that all about?
Well, that's about this guy called Dr. Marcus Smith, who's the principal lecturer at this university in Chichester in England. And about 10 years ago, we got together, and he was a Blondie fan when he was a kid. And he's a coach for the UK Olympic boxing team, and he's making this analogy between sport, basically, and drumming. So it's been 10 years, and now we have a whole study that they've been conducting, and in July we launched the Clem Burke Drumming Institute at the university in Chichester. And if you go online, you can find that. And it's basically, he wires me up, and I oxygen masks and all these things. And we do gigs, and he monitors my heart, my oxygen levels. And we've just hooked up with Activision, with Guitar Hero. And it's pretty interesting because we're trying to make people that are not sort of particularly sport-minded, saying like drumming is kind of a physical activity, and also comes in with aging, like how you can like stay healthy and be a musician and thrive and play drums, and it's all kind of connected, you know, to having like a healthy lifestyle. So it's a pretty interesting project, but it's the two scientists are mainly conducting it in England.
So this is like the next extension of Guitar Hero then, isn't it?
Well, they licensed it because they used some Blondie songs in Guitar Hero, and actual Guitar Hero, the drums, you physically are playing drums. You have sticks, you're playing through a metronome. The object of the game is to play in sync. When you do the guitar, you're not really learning how to play guitar, you're kind of pressing
buttons. Yeah.
But actually it's going to enable guitarists to play more in time, probably. But for drummers, it really is a learning tool to play drums, because you are following a metronome, and the whole object of the game is to play in sync. So it's kind of a gateway thing for kids to get into music. And also they use a lot of, you know, artists from the past, whether it be Blondie or whomever. And it's an introduction to kids, to Blondie and all that. But our songs, a lot of our songs are like nursery rhymes, and kids seem to like really empathize with Blondie songs. Like kids like Paul McCartney songs more than they like John Lennon songs, I find, because they're more kind of nursery rhymey. So it's good. The evolution of the music is amazing, because like I was saying, my original point about rock and roll being middle-aged, as I am, as a lot of people are, and you never would have thought it would have continued and progressed to where it is, but it has.
Have you actually played Guitar Hero with one of your own songs?
Yeah, but the demonstrator told me that the artists usually kind of screw it up because you're so used to it and you kind of improvise more and all. But yeah, I have done that. Oops, sorry.
That'd be pretty funny. Clem Burke getting the low score on a Guitar Hero Blondie song. Yeah.
Something like
that.
There
we go.
Yeah, it's my singer Paul from Magic Christian.
Fair enough. All right, Clem, good to catch up with you, and a lot of exciting projects on the way then.
Yeah, there's a lot of things going on. You know, I kind of trying to continue my life as a working musician, and I feel really fortunate. And as I said, South by Southwest, if you haven't been, it's pretty inspiring, and it's all good. Peace and love, you know, everybody says, Ringo says.
Yeah, Ringo
carry
says,
that peace and love thing, you know.
Peace and love, and hello, Molly and Wally.
Yeah, right. Thank you, all my friends in Australia. Good, it's all good.
All right, Clem Burke,
Cool.
Thanks for joining us here at Undercover.
Thank you.